Russian drone and missile attacks killed at least 15 and injured many in Ukraine hours before Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky announced dates for new talks in Abu Dhabi. Qatar is leading regional diplomatic efforts to prevent the dangerous escalation of the Iran crisis. A Russian drone attack on a bus near Pavlograd in Dnipropetrovsk Oblast has killed at least 15 miners on Sunday, Ukraine's biggest private energy company, DTEK, reported. 7 others were injured when the drone exploded near a service bus carrying civilian workers home from a DTEK mine. The energy firm said Russia targeted its facilities in a mass attack. Earlier on Sunday, another Russian missile hit a maternity hospital in Zaporizhzhia. The strike injured 9 people, including a 4-year-old boy, and sparked a fire on the second floor. Local Governor Ivan Fedorov said the attack proved Russia is waging war against life itself. The incidents coincided with Ukrainian President Zelensky announcing peace talks for Tuesday and Wednesday in Abu Dhabi. An intercity bus with 34 passengers crashed off a road in Antalya province, southern Turkey, on Sunday. 9 people died, including the driver, and dozens were injured when the vehicle rolled into a ravine. The bus tilted, hit a barrier, and then tumbled down the embankment. Governor Hulusi Şahin confirmed that 7 injured passengers are in critical condition. Some suffered severe injuries, including amputations. Heavy rain and fog hit Antalya recently. Separately, 7 died in a head-on collision in Burdur, 65 kilometers north. An 18-year-old injured in the deadly New Year's Eve fire at the La Constellation bar in Crans-Montana has died, raising the death toll to 41. The blaze broke out in the early hours of Thursday, the 1st of January, in the basement of the crowded bar during celebrations. Prosecutors believe sparkles on champagne bottles ignited soundproof foam on the ceiling. Most victims were young, including teenagers aged 14 to 39, with 116 others injured, many suffering from severe burns. One co-owner remains in custody as investigation into possible negligence continued.
Qatar is leading regional diplomatic efforts to prevent a dangerous escalation of the Iran crisis as rhetoric from Tehran against the West sharply intensifies. Qatar's Prime Minister Sheikh Mohammed bin Abdulrahman Al Thani met Iran's top security official Ali Larijani in Tehran on Saturday, focusing on de-escalation and avoiding wider regional fallout. On X, Larijani said structural arrangements for negotiations are progressing. This comes as Iran has ramped up its rhetoric over the past 24 hours, with senior officials issuing increasingly sharp warnings towards the EU and the West, even as U.S. President Donald Trump says negotiations remain possible.
But they are talking to us, seriously talking to us.
Meanwhile, Qatar reaffirmed its support for peaceful solutions and stressed the need to protect the region's people from the consequences of escalation. In a statement, Doha emphasized coordination with, quote, brotherly and friendly countries, language signaling a push for collective restraint rather than confrontation. Behind the scenes, Qatar, Egypt, and Turkey are working to mediate and prevent the crisis from spiraling. For regional mediators, the priority now is clear: keeping diplomacy alive and preventing tensions from turning into open conflict. Adil Halim, Euronews, Doha.
It's opening night at Web Summit Qatar. The global tech event is sold out with over 30,000 innovators and tech fans here for startups, breakthroughs, and connections.
I also cannot wait to meet some of the 1,600 startups exhibiting on our floor outside here over the next 3 days. It's a record number and also an astonishingly globally diverse group. 85% of startups joining are from outside Qatar. Equally important, though, are the 15% from Qatar.
The summit, running through February 4, is full of new ideas, tech demos, and the people behind them.
The Ruby Residency Program, we are launching 10 years residency program for entrepreneurs, founders, and senior executives. We invite you to put down roots and grow alongside a nation that invested in your future.
Web Summit Qatar 2026 is officially underway. Thousands are here, and the conversations shaping the future of tech have just begun. Mohammed Alashi, Euronews, Doha.